then cancel culture. First, I do not think cancel culture exists. Why? Because cancel culture, I would love to rename it as accountability culture, where you're held accountable. But how do you hold people in power accountable? They have more resources than you, they own the courts, they own whatever. You resort to shaming them and boycotting them. That's what people have always resorted to. Cancel culture is not new. Someone the other day was talking about cancel culture happened even in all those traditions. People are getting excommunicated. What do you think that was? That was cancel culture. People got, oh, you did this, you don't belong to this community anymore, go live in the bush. Like, what was that about? That's cancel culture. But for me, it's about accountability. The only way to hold famous people accountable is to shame them in public, is to snitch on them, is to bully. And I use bully in all the full sense of it, is to bully the people who keep their power running. And keeping power running goes to social power and economic power. So if they are supported, like what DaBaby did, when DaBaby, people went to all his sponsors, the people he had partnerships with, whatever, everything, and told them, like, yo, the person you support talks trash about HIV people, talks trash about queer people. Like that motherfucker you were dealing with tried to kiss a woman, like we were seeing forcibly. Are you guys down with such a thing? And because we know they don't want that kind of backlash and they don't want to deal with us, they will do it. It's using capitalism against itself. For me, that is what it is. Sheffy says something stupid, we go and ask his radio station to pull him out and doesn't do it. And we go to ABL and we're like, we had your advert at that place. Are you down with what Shafi said? Are you telling us that? Huh? Then we go to Safaricom. Did you hear what Shafi said? And what are you doing? And when they say they've pulled down their ads, which we know is the most revenue that that radio station gets, now the radio station has to fire Shafi. And in his firing, they have to still settle down with him because they fired him wrongfully. You get it? So now it's capitalism eating itself up. But we got that to be achieved. It's not the best way, but it happens. So for me, cancel culture is about accountability. It exists. But again, it doesn't exist because when people get cancelled, they just go and rebrand and come back. They never go anywhere. They rebrand and come back because that's how the system works, controversy and all that. We were canceling Spotify the other day because of that guy, and then they got to at last pull him down, right? And then another place bought him for more money than Spotify did. See, just rebrand.
We didn't even know that happened. It happened.
Yeah, they got to pull him down at last. They did because white people started leaving Spotify, and white people is the biggest revenue that Spotify has. So, and I think the people who bought him could have even been YouTube. I'm not sure. Like, there's a place that bought him. There's a place that bought him, and they bought him for more. And that's the interesting part. That then, if cancel culture was true, that guy would not have gone anywhere. So